Welcome back. It was day 4 of the monsoon session, and as expected, it was completely washed out. The opposition has been demanding a statement from the Prime Minister on Manipur, followed by a long debate in Parliament. But nothing close to a debate has happened so far. All we have seen is protests and political drama. The battle over Manipur escalated last night when the opposition staged a night-long dharna inside the Parliament. The opposition attack was met by a stinging counter today by the Prime Minister himself. The Prime Minister hit out at India, the alliance of opposition parties, and pulled no punches. The Prime Minister said, and I quote, "The opposition is directionless and that it has made up its mind to remain in the opposition for a long time." It didn't end at that. The Prime Minister also compared the India alliance with certain terror groups and a British colonizer. The Prime Minister said, and I quote, "The East India Company, the Indian Mujahideen and the Popular Front of India too are using India in their names." The Prime Minister is saying that people cannot be misled merely by the use of the country's name. Listen in.
और अपोजिशन का जो व्यवहार है उसके बारे में भी माननीय प्रधानमंत्री जी ने टिप्पणी की और उन्होंने कहा उनके व्यवहार से ये दिखाई पड़ता है कि वो परमानेंटली आने वाला कई वर्षों तक अपोजिशन में रहने का डिसाइड किया है.
He has only stated a fact. East India Company established by English people. Indian National Congress established by your English people. Indian Mujahideen terrorist organization. Popular Front of India banned terrorist organization. Let me tell you today, with all firmness at my command, and I'm a hopeful person, in the next election when the Lok Sabha will be constituted, their number is going to go down further and further.
And responding to this, ex-Congress President Rahul Gandhi said, Prime Minister Modi can call the opposition alliance whatever he wants to, but the opposition's prime focus is Manipur, and that the alliance, which is India, will help Manipur heal. The Rajya Sabha leader of opposition, Mallikarjun Kharge, has also said that the Prime Minister should speak on Manipur instead of drawing comparisons with the East India Company. On the other hand, we also saw Jairam Ramesh tweet. He's saying the Prime Minister's only job is to deny, divert, distort, deflect and defame. So it was another day in Parliament, but we saw the same old drama. In fact, it was day 4, as I said. But listen in to some of the reactions that are coming in from the opposition.
मणिपुर जल रहा है, रेप हो रहे हैं. मणिपुर में मकाना जला है और आप वहाँ मणिपुर की बात हम कर रहे हैं. मणिपुर की बात हम कर रहे हैं. प्राइम मिनिस्टर ईस्ट इंडिया की बात कर रहे हैं. क्यों मोदी साहब यहाँ नहीं आते और बात नहीं करते? क्यों अपनी बात को नहीं रखते यहाँ पर? क्यों हमको समझाते नहीं?
We've just heard the Honourable Prime Minister's shameful comments comparing the Indian opposition to the Indian Mujahideen and the PFI, and he says that the word India is common to all. India is now fighting back. Whether you choose to see that it's in the Mujahideen or you choose to see in the PFI is your distorted vision. All we can tell you is that be very careful.
So as I said, new day, same old drama. Day 4 of Parliament saw the same old sloganeering, chants, ruckus, eventually a washout, which means the taxpayers' money down the drain yet again for another day. The standoff over Manipur has continued between the centre and the opposition today as well, and this logjam, by the looks of it, will not end in the monsoon session either. A short while ago, the Multi-State Cooperative Societies Bill 2022 was passed in the Lok Sabha. The bill was passed amidst sloganeering by the opposition, who continued to raise their demand for a discussion on Manipur. Amit Shah, was in the House and said that the government will respond in the House. He also said that he has written to both leaders of the Houses today, saying that the government is ready for a comprehensive discussion on Manipur, but the opposition must let the House function first. Take a look at what happened.
अभी जो नारे लगा रहे हैं उनको ना सहकार में इंटरेस्ट है, ना सहकारिता में इंटरेस्ट, ना दलितों में इंटरेस्ट है, ना महिलाओं के कल्याण में इंटरेस्ट है। तो उनके नारे लगाना बहुत स्वाभाविक है। मगर मैं फिर से कहना चाहता हूं, मैंने आज दोनों सदन के विपक्ष के नेता को पत्र लिखा है कि कितनी भी लंबी चर्चा के लिए मैं तैयार हूं। सरकार को कोई डर नहीं है। चर्चा जिसको करनी है मणिपुर पर, वो चर्चा करने आए। हमें कुछ छुपाना नहीं है।
And similar scenes witnessed in the Rajya Sabha as well. Opposition MPs staged a walkout, alleging that their mics were turned off every time someone mentioned the word Manipur. A fresh row has erupted over the same. Take a look.
हम चार दिन से पूरी कोशिश कर रहे हैं। प्राइम मिनिस्टर यहाँ मणिपुर विषय में वो ट्राइबल है, वो भी ट्राइबल है।
Okay, the charge that the opposition is making essentially is deliberately in the Rajya Sabha, Mr. Malik Arjun Kharge's mic was switched off when he wanted to speak about Manipur. RS Pathania, we have exactly 10 minutes for a very quick chat. RS Pathania is a BJP leader joining us on the broadcast. Ashpreet Khadial is the Congress spokesperson. He's joining us on the broadcast as well. Ashpreet, we'll talk about the drama in just a bit. First, काम की बात करते हैं. The government on the floor of the House, represented by Amit Shah, the Home Minister, is saying, I have written to the leader of opposition. I am telling you that the government is absolutely agreeable for a discussion on Manipur under the Rule 267 that the opposition wanted. The opposition wanted this to be a longer duration discussion. We are agreeable to it. We agree to it. Now, if the government has agreed to your demand, why not let the debate happen? That is what you want ultimately, right?
Thank you for the question, Shreya. Now, the demand is not only the discussion. The demand is to have a discussion followed by a statement by the Prime Minister of India, because it is your government in the center, it is your government in the state, and because of your mismanagement, many incidents have taken place, killings have happened, women have been raped, people have been displaced, women have been harassed, assaulted and whatnot. And despite that, there's been no injustice, there's been no debate and discussion. And the government, we don't know for what reason, is, despite it being the 4th day of the monsoon session, we are still awaiting a discussion on it. A statement from the Prime Minister. Back in the day, he was silent for 77 days, no word on Manipur violence. And he could say and talk about everything under the sun, just not on Manipur. Number two, he could not go to Manipur despite so many incidents happening there. And he could go to the United States, he could go to 5-6 other countries, just not to his own BJP ruled state, Manipur. Next is the question that the Congress party and all the other parties of opposition have are that why was there a delay in registering of the FIR of more than 15 days? What is the answer to that? Another question, why was there a delay in arresting the culprits? There was a delay of more than 60 days. What is the justification to that? Why this inordinate delay?
No.
How do you justify it?
Ashpreet,
And
my
then
question to you is simple. No, nothing. Listen, Ashpreet. The fact is that nothing that has happened in Manipur can be justified. Nothing that has happened in Manipur can be justified. My question to you was simple. My question to you is, किसी को मुकम्मल जहां नहीं मिलता. You had two demands. One, a discussion under 267, and the other was the Prime Minister speak on the issue. The government has agreed to a discussion under 267. Why not let the discussion start?
Now,
If
Shreya,
the
listen,
BJP
Shreya,
says that
it's
it is
not
the
about
opposition that is stalling this discussion, that is exactly what is happening. That it is the opposition that is stalling the discussion.
See.
Prime Minister
Do
बात
you
करे
think
ना करे वो
that,
बाद में देख लो, discussion तो शुरू करो.
1 second, Shreya, listen to me. Do you think that the Prime Minister should not give a statement on this issue? Is this issue not important enough for Mr. Modi? He can talk of East India Company. He can talk of the opposition. He can just not talk of over Manipur issue. Out of 1800 hours, he was silent. But he spoke over Manipur just for 35 seconds. That is all that we got. That is all Manipur got. And that is all the families of all those victims got. So India, 26 plus political parties, they demand the truth. They demand a discussion. They demand a statement by the Prime Minister. And they demand justice in it. All four have been denied by the government of the Bharatiya Janata Party. And we ask this question to the BJP, that what problem does the Prime Minister have if he would give a statement? What is the BJP trying to hide? Is there something that's to be hidden? Is there something you don't want to talk about? The questions that the opposition has, that I talked of before, 5 to 6 questions, what are the answers? Why was the PM quiet? Why did the PM not go to Manipur? Why was there a delay in FIR?
Mr. Pathania.
Why was there a delay in arresting the culprit?
Shreya,
And why is there a delay even in the discussion? That should have already
Okay. Mr. Pathania, before you respond, एक minute. Mr. Pathania, wait. I want both of you to pause. Gentlemen, I want both of you to pause. Okay, Ashpreet, you've had your say. Mr. Pathania, the opposition is saying, not just Ashpreet, the entire opposition is saying, you have time, the Prime Minister has time to make snide comments about the United Alliance, India. He has time to think about things like Indian Mujahideen and the East India Company and the PFI. He has time to wish singer Mukesh on his 100th birthday. But he doesn't have time to speak on Manipur. The government today has very clearly said, kar lo jo karna hai, the Prime Minister will not speak on Manipur.
No, not at all.
Why?
Shreya,
he's the Prime Minister of this country. And he's the Prime Minister of Manipur as well.
Shreya,
right?
Where is the
so why will you not speak on something that is the number one issue in this country right now? Nothing now, Mr. Pathania, is more important than Manipur. Nothing.
Shreya, with all humility, with all respect and with all responsibility at my command, where is the discussion happening on Manipur? Yesterday, you were pointing out short duration discussion and a long duration discussion. I want to take a slight deviation from your statement you made just 2 or 3 minutes ago. Not at all discussion under 261. The Honorable Home Minister said, "Jitna bhi lamba karna hai, bhai kariye." Would let the truth come out. I fail to understand something which is not able to go down my throat. That what is the ultimate matter and issue since the past 4 years? What is the cliffhanger? What was the viewpoint of my learned friend from Congress? I fail to understand the viewpoint of the Congress. I fail to come to comprehend the viewpoint of a learned friend from Congress without 2 or 3 questions which Congress and other political parties need to principally answer. Let's not refer to what happened to the Manipur in the Congress time. We will not refer to it. We will not refer to what happened to women in Chhattisgarh, Rajasthan and West Bengal. Nothing doing it. We won't refer to that why there's a dateline going on Twitter.
This is called whataboutery.
Manipur
Mr. Pathania, this is called whataboutery. यहाँ पर mirror now पे आके तो ये whataboutery मत करिए. Mr. Pathania, mirror now पे आके whataboutery मत करिए. जब मैं मणिपुर का सवाल पूछ रही हूँ, मुझे मणिपुर पे जवाब दीजिए. मुझे राजस्थान और वेस्ट बंगाल और छत्तीसगढ़ पे जवाब नहीं चाहिए क्योंकि उस पे मैंने 2 हफ्ते में सारे स्टेट्स पे शो किए हैं. आज मैं मणिपुर की बात कर रही हूँ. So you have to answer to me on Manipur. No whataboutery on this channel, please.
Discussion, debate and deliberation, this is the bedrock of a parliamentary democracy. So to scuttle, to not to discuss, to not to discharge a constitutional duty which is enjoined upon all the honorable members of the parliament, to indulge in nocturnal protests, to indulge in just window dressing and just making an issue just for the sake of making an issue. This is very, very unfortunate. This is a black day in the parliamentary.
Mr. Pathania,
this is a black day in the parliamentary history of India.
Mr. Pathania, but I asked you a simple question.
I'm coming to Manipur. We want to discuss.
This is the problem. This is the problem with all politicians. सवाल का जवाब नहीं देते.
I'm coming to it. Why don't you come to
Mr. Pathania, are you? Yes, I agree with you there. I agree with you there. No, I agree with you there, by the way. I agree with you there. I do believe that the opposition should allow the discussion on Manipur to start. I agree with you there.
That's it.
My question to you was simple. My question, now 1 minute. My question to you was what? What is the hesitation in the Prime Minister
We have
Speaking
never
on
hesitated.
Manipur,
Madam.
is it not the number one issue burning India right now? He's the Prime Minister of this country. We want to hear from him. You know, it is not just women who have
Shreya,
been raped and
Shreya,
stripped
Shreya,
and burnt alive.
Very straight two liners.
It is your own
Shreya,
BJP MLAs. Today I have spoken to the son of a BJP MLA who was tortured and left to die in Manipur. Even his perpetrators have not been arrested. तो आप सोच लीजिए मणिपुर में आम आदमी का क्या होगा अगर बीजेपी के एमएलए के साथ ये हुआ है. Therefore, if the opposition is demanding that the Prime Minister needs to speak on the floor of the House as well, what is the harm? What is the hesitation?
Shreya, where did the Bharatiya Janata Party and where did the Honorable Prime Minister say that they will not speak on the battle issue? Where did we say? Let the discussion to take place.
No, today the government has said, Prahlad Joshi has said, the Prime Minister will not speak. Mr. Pathania, today the Parliamentary Affairs Minister has said the Prime Minister will not speak.
No, that's not. I don't agree by that statement. 4 or 5 days earlier, Piyush Goyal
अरे भैया जो उन्होंने साउंड बाइट दिया है उससे तो अग्री करो ना.
We are ready to discuss money. We are ready to
Jagdeep
discuss money.
Dhankar has said that you cannot, the opposition cannot decide. The opposition cannot decide who will respond.
Yes, that's it. That we stick to it. Shreya. That's a difference. There's a difference. Opposition would not decide that who will speak. I say the statement of a minister is the statement of the Sarkar. It is the statement of the government. Whether the Prime Minister speaks, whether the Home Minister speaks, they have to tell the truth to the country and to the Parliament. Otherwise, they are bound by that the dome of collective responsibility and the privilege of the House too. This is what they cannot dictate who will speak. Home Minister will speak, or that the Finance Minister will speak, or the Prime Minister will speak. They'll come out with a viewpoint that let Advani ji and Murli Manohar ji come to the Parliament and they will speak. This is not like this. My viewpoint remains, and the country wants to know from the Congress why they are running away, why this sense of resignation, why this retraction,
10
why
seconds.
this running away, why
ठीक है,
they're agitated.
ठीक है. Ashpreet, 10 seconds. I'm out of time. Mr. Pathania, हो गया. Ashpreet, 10 seconds to respond. He's saying, if the chief, why just the Prime Minister? The Sarkar is willing to answer questions and the Sarkar is willing to debate things. What is the problem if the Home Minister answers questions?
Why just
the Home Minister is the Home Minister of this country. He can represent the government.
Yeah, is this what the Bharatiya Janata Party is now saying? Why the Prime Minister? He is the Prime Minister, both in Manipur, in the center. It is your government, and you have to give answers for everything that has happened, the displacement, the killing, the rapes, and everything. And what problem, what reluctance does the Prime Minister have? What issue is there in speaking over this issue? Is it not important to him? Are the lives of all these people that have been lost not important to him? The families of the victims, because the PM says Beti Bachao, Beti Padhao. But it can be clearly seen that what the BJP preaches, it definitely does not practices. And my only concern is that we wanted to fix accountability, responsibility, because there has been mismanagement that is attributed to the government. So the PM, the HM and the CM must have resigned by now. They're not even willing to talk about it. This is what the state of affairs of the country is. This is why they have become dictatorial.
Bas ho gaya. I told you that this is a short discussion. Gentlemen, we leave it there. Kal bhi yahi hone wala hai, right? No, just a minute. Mr. Pathania and Mr. Khadial, you know that kal bhi yahi hone wala hai. Again, the Parliament is going to be a washout on day 5. Again, we will talk about the same thing. So, jo baki baatein hain, wo hum kal kar lenge. For the moment, I'm out of time. So, Mr. Pathania, see you tomorrow. And Ashpreet Khadial, see you tomorrow as well. With that, it's a wrap from me. My colleague Deepak Bopanna is joining you at the top of 7 with all the day's top stories, especially from the south of India. So, do stay with us.